The other thing is, like, he always starts disking in this one particular corner, and he does the same pattern every year. So his ridging is just getting worse and worse and worse every year too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you should see it when he harvests soybeans, because like he'll either leave like 4 inches of soybean or be plowing on the high spots with his header, because that field is so uneven.
Oh, oh.
It's bad. It's really bad. But, you know, not gonna go like tell the guy, hey, you're doing it wrong. You know, it's his land and he can do it how he wants. So, but it just it bothers Dad and I a little bit when we drive past.
Oh, it bothered me.
Yeah. And like everybody laughs, or not laughs, but like everybody knows like that's a thing, you know. So, thanks for the follow, appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Like everybody sees it, you know. You'd be like, oh, so and so was out ridging again. They're just like, yeah. Kind of like the one farmer that bought Grandpa's farm before GPS, when he would plant corn, or soybeans, but mostly on corn, you would see it. We always called it like the, whatever his name is, we'll say the Bill hook, because they always planted in a hook. By the time they got across the field, that field would have a hook to it, you know, all your rows. Especially if he was working dirt, he would always just have a hook to his field. It was pretty funny. We're like, yep, there's the so-and-so hook. He was the one that worked that field, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
He's making a nightmare to fix, right, Bert? Yeah. Honestly, if he would go out there with a field cultivator and hit it, you know, at some angles, maybe like double 45 it, we'll say, and maybe take that harrow thing that he has out of for, you know, an afternoon. He only farms, there's only 160 acres, I think, that piece of land that he has, and some of it's basically a swamp, the back end of it. So like he's only farming 145 acres, something like that, probably. So it wouldn't be, I mean, you give me a couple long days, I'll have it fixed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would put in the time and get it done, you know, but it's not my ground and I can't really say anything. So, and I'm not talking with any like big fancy equipment either. I'm talking what he has, you know. He doesn't have anything big. He's small, like basically a weekend farmer. He was a letter carrier, mailman, basically, for his real job. He's retired now. He's almost 80, and he's still out there doing it. So, I mean, good for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to actually go and just be like, hey, I want to be your right hand man. Let's farm like for a year. Like, I would love to do that, but I don't think he would. He's the type that doesn't want help. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stop and offer, like he's trying to lift something and you're like, you know, it's clearly too much for him or whatever, and he just doesn't. He's like, no. Like, we've tried several times to stop and help him with different things. Thing just gets you across the ground fast. Exactly, Bert. Yeah. Exactly, sir. Andrew from South Florida. Andrew, first off, thank you so much for your military service. I do appreciate that. Yes, this rig I am running is a little bit big and a little bit expensive. That is a 100-foot seeder. It is a mod for Farm Sim 22. It was technically a DLC for Farm Sim 19. It's a Borgo. It's a real seeder, IRL. The tractor, well, it's a real tractor IRL, but not with the horsepower that I'm running it. It is definitely a mod. It has about 1,200 horsepower, and it is an amazing tractor for pulling this seeder. But welcome in, Andrew. Offer free help and I get to make videos. I would totally love to do that. Offer him help, but I get to film it. I would love that. I just don't think he's like, and I don't mean this in any kind of bad way, but like he's old school enough that like that's not, you pull out a camera around him, he's gonna tell you to leave, you know? Like, I mean, it never hurt to ask, but at the same time, it would cut into my like streaming and stuff a lot probably. So I don't know. Plus, I don't I don't know. My dad's family's kind of weird. They just don't ever like see each other. Like dad's family's not close at all. So yeah, it would probably never actually happen, but yeah. I would love to be able to buy that ground and keep it. Whoa, buddy. Keep it as farmland. That's something I would love to do, but because that ground is actually, it is about to be the first farmland out of town on the main road that goes down to like the farm and stuff, because they are building houses on half of the neighboring farm, and then I think the other half's going to be a city park at some point with like baseball fields and stuff like that. Which, okay, so the farm I'm talking about, the original barn's still there, which is kind of cool. And that's like where my grandpa grew up. So my grandpa would have grown up like milking cows in that barn. The barn's still there, which is pretty neat. And my great grandpa also grew up on that farm, and he married my great grandma, who grew up on the next farm over. So great grandpa married the farmer's, like the next door neighbor's daughter, basically. So that farm, half of it's been sold for houses, and I think the other half is slated to be a park. I'm pretty sure. Used to be out of town. Of course, now it's like town gets out farther into the farmland. It's high ground, and it's actually pretty good dirt. So I'd hate to hear what it would bring if it actually like ever went for sale. But I honestly don't know what's going to happen to the land when my uncle or my dad's cousin passes, because I know it's in a trust, and he's got some like I don't know if he has any real kids. I know he has some step kids, but none of them are interested. I Austin powered myself pretty much. I don't think any of his like family would be interested outside of the money. Like to actually farm it or keep it farmland, I don't think any of them would be interested. But money, of course, they would all be interested in that, because, you know, to some people, money is everything in life. So
I can say this much. Go talk to him.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
Should.
I mean, the worst he's going to say is get out of here and don't ever come back.
Right?
I mean,
which I don't see the guy anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Or I think it'd be really cool, like, if maybe my brother, like, Lord, who comes in chat, brother James, if he could, like, buy it, because he has the money. I don't have the money. I'm going to be honest, you know? I don't have anywhere near any kind of money to buy land, but, you know, somebody like Lord could probably make something happen, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't. There's no way. But I think it'd be cool to keep it in the family. Because like I said, the barn's still there. The house is not there anymore. They burned that down when I was a kid. It was in really bad shape. But the barn's still there. The barn needs probably a stupid amount of money if you actually want to, like, save it, you know? We're talking, like, stone foundation and stuff. And it's a good-sized barn. As far as I know, it still has all the milk and stuff in it. Like, it's apparently like a blast from the past walking into that sucker. I've never actually been in the barn, but I'd love to go in there and like make a YouTube tour of it. I think that'd be way cool. But
yeah, where I'm mentioning, you know, going and talking to him, I mean, you have a family tied to it.
Sure,
so
sure.
You're not just, you know,
yeah, I'm not just some
Joe Blow down the street.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Be like, I'll grow you all the sweet potatoes that you want, because he really likes sweet taters, and we grow them and always drop a bucket off at his house, or back when we used to. Yo, Sweden, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? It is sad, honestly. Seeing them all go into houses is very sad. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Now, the good thing is that the farm that's behind this farm, they actually have about probably 30 or 40 cows right now. And so if they build houses too close, then, you know, they get that good farm smell going into their brand new house, you know?
I was gonna say, hey, there are solutions.
Yeah. Get some chickens, you know, or some hogs.
Chickens, hogs. Chickens are usually a little bit more contained, so unless you walk into the buildings.
Yeah.
Hogs, on the other hand,
I'd get a lagoon for my chicken manure. And I know that's not a thing, but if you get chicken manure wet, it's terrible.
oh yeah.
It's nasty. Get some hogs. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That would be great. That would be something I would do. They're actually building, kind of in the area, they're building a brand new high school too. Which was more really good farmland that's gonna be developed now. It's really sad to see it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Sweden? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can probably travel, you know. Yeah, sure. Up here.
They do what? You were breaking up.
I was gonna say, yeah, because you can probably travel, maybe a few miles in town, and here's all this area with buildings about to fall in on themselves.
I mean, if you're talking like actually St. Louis, yes.
Yeah.
Out where I'm from, not really, but like actual St. Louis, oh yeah.
Yeah. So you want to develop a bunch of stuff and
Yeah,
all that, bring in the bulldozers.
Yeah, go
Let's
redevelop
smooth this
North
out.
County. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because
And
otherwise
that's-
it's sitting there and waste.
And that's kind of, you know, I know first time my brother, he's really complained about this recently, that like they put in a huge development, and actually it's turned into 3 or really 4 developments. Actually, it's about to be 5 with Ella, and kind of 6 developments now. With all these, they keep, you know, other developers buy land, pay way too much money for it, by the way, so farmers can't even compete. That's the biggest problem. These developers have money. They're going to put up houses. They're going to sell it. They're still going to make money. So they can pay like 3 times as much as a farmer could. And the farmers just can't compete. And, you know, you don't blame the farmers because they'll never pay that land off in their life, you know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, you can't really fault the farmers here. But it's just, it's so sad to see all these houses. And then the problem is with all these houses, they're attracting so many people that aren't from my town, that aren't from the county. They're coming in from St. Louis. They're coming in from different places, and they're awful. Like, this town used to be really kind, and like you could talk to anybody and be like, oh yeah, I know so-and-so. And they'd be like, oh, I know them too. And like, that was, the whole town was that way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody knew each other's last names. And we're talking a town of like 50,000 people, but you still knew names.
Yeah.
That everybody else knew. And it's not that way at all anymore. Our town's changed so much in the last 6-8 years. It's awful, honestly.
Yeah. And it's sad.
Extreme Marine, you're in Wildwood. Well, hello. Howdy, neighbor. I am west of St. Louis. I don't really say what town I'm in, but I'm in a suburb of St. Louis. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where I'm saying, you know, if you want to keep it as a farm, you talk to the farmer himself.
True.
Saying,
Yeah.
look,
But
I can't, you know, because they're more likely going, yeah, this is farm ground. I don't want to see it go to something else.
there's
Instead
actually
of dealing with the person that only cares about money.
Yeah, and that's the, I don't know. I wouldn't want to cause too much of a wave in his family, you know. If he were to say, you know, I'm sure he has stuff set up. You know, he's pretty smart about that stuff. But yeah, you get what? Amish paid $3.5 million for, holy cow. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. More American needs to know. Yeah, it's, I mean, and here's another thought for you guys, totally left field from this topic, but still along like finances with farming. You know, a lot of people are complaining about food prices, and this literally came from a farmer yesterday. The guy is the head of a farming operation of 5 people. It's him and his brother, and between them they have 3 sons. All five of them farm together. They farm thousands of acres. They're a good sized farming operation. They make money. They're good at what they do, though. They are some of the better producers in our area. If you actually get to talk to them about yields and stuff, and you talk to the neighbor, their yields are better. And it's you can watch the trucks leave the field and count if you really want to, you know, and you know they're putting about 1,000 on each truck and blah blah blah. You can see it during harvest, you know. So I'm not just like, they're not blowing smoke, you know. And he goes, you know, everybody's complaining about like this or that, and oh, crop prices are through the roof. And he goes, the way I look at it is when milk hits $10 a gallon, that's when you know what it's like to be a farmer. Or when gas is $10 a gallon, because the price of fertilizer, the price of seed, the price of chemicals is through the roof. So yes, farmers are going to make more money this year, or have more money come into their farm, but they're not making an extra dollar at all. If anything, they're probably going to lose more money this year, because chemicals are so expensive, fertilizer's so expensive. Like, it's
You'll get
outrageous.
that rare occasional year to where you actually, what you have coming in,
yeah, you actually make money. Yeah,
is good. But look out next year. Everything will adjust.
Yeah, it'll all even out where the farmer's not really going to make too much money.
But what's amazing is usually those expenses never go back down.
Yeah, imagine that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow that fertilizer cost is still going to cost just as much in, you know, 3 years as it does this year or more. It's still going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
You bought milk yesterday, it's almost $4 a gallon. Now imagine that if that was $10 a gallon. That would be kind of like the, you know, the cost of chemical right now for farmers. It's crazy. And actually the farmer yesterday, he had his truck sitting there. It's an old grain straight truck they use. They put tanks in the back for fertilizer to fill up the corn planter, and they had bags of corn. And literally when he got done using it, he actually closed the back of his truck. The truck's sitting a mile off pavement. And he closed the back of his truck because he didn't want anybody to see his bags of seed corn, because somebody could have stolen it, you know? How do I always stay straight while driving? So right now I'm not using GPS, but here in a second when I turn, we have a mod called guidance steering / GPS. And that's how I stay so straight while driving. But right now doing my end rows, technically I'm not using GPS. That's how I stay straight though, is GPS is life. So like right here, I just turned GPS on. I'm not driving right now. GPS is on my cruise control. So that's how I stay straight. That's what the lines are on the field. They're my GPS. Which, by the way, GPS is an accurate thing. Just saying, it's real. Sweden, same for you in your heavy haul. Oh, I bet. Yep, Sweden, I hear you, man. I hear you. Oop, click off your back. Welcome back. Yeah, and actually there's one subdivision that like got approval and everything. They bought the farmland. They bought it at an auction, and it might have actually been in a machine repeat video, the auction. And it's pretty local to us, but the money they paid, I forget what it was per acre, but it was stupid, right? And they built a road, and that's all they've done. They haven't put up a single house yet. And it's like, what are y'all doing? Why? Why? What is the deal with hiring operators to run your equipment? What do you mean? What about AI workers? Is that what you're talking about? We do have the thing of AI workers where we can actually use a hired worker to say run a tipper from your field to a grain bin, or you can set them up to run say from your storage bin to a sell point. It's kind of a whole different menu. Let me get here. I can do it now. I'm on GPS. It's the AI worker menu. So if I wanted to, I could tell this tractor to drive to field 1, and he'll drive to field 1. And I can actually tell him to drive to a field and start working if he had an implement on too, which is pretty cool. What are thoughts on using farmland for wind farms? Sarge, what are your thoughts on that?
No.
I would say wind's not as bad as solar farms, right?
Solar farms take up the area altogether.
Because, yeah, solar farms cover the ground completely. Wind, you could at least farm around them and continue to farm, right?
Yeah. Now, I can go into a lot of technical stuff as to where wind is not as great as what everybody makes it out.
Not at all. And actually, there's a big facility in Missouri that's dealing with that right now. Oh, get you started on that crap. There is a, so here's the thing. They build those out of like fiberglass, the blades. And for some reason, I guess there's a lifespan on them and they're having to replace the blades.
Yeah.
So there's actually a facility in Missouri that shreds those and they're being used, they burn them to like make concrete or something. And it's like, what? You can't eat wind. That is true. That is very true. You can't eat wind. Yeah. How often do the windmills knock down birds? I don't know.
A lot more frequent than people think.
Is it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There's none of that stuff around us, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, birds have trouble gauging how fast that
that's moving, yeah.
propellers actually move.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because it don't look like it's turning that fast, but as long as that thing is, and if you actually...
Oh, it's whipping. Yeah. It's cooking. Yeah, but solar farms definitely, I would say, are a no-go because they completely take all of the land. I'm not going to lie. If somebody wanted to put a windmill on Dad's 5 acres, I would probably do it because it's like you get paid pretty good money for having that. And would it really hurt us at the farm? No. You know? The parcel. Oh, how much of effect does it have on the bottom line? No, it would help the bottom line to take that little parcel of land and put a wind turbine on it because you get paid.
Yeah, because the ground is leased.
Yeah, isn't that usually like a 99-year lease?
It's leased and
yeah,
get paid.
Yeah. Use it as a construction filler material. There you go. But apparently there's like just tons and tons and tons of these blades laying around the United States. Like, I don't know. I don't, you know, the whole like going green, and I don't want to get too far into this chat because we're having a good discussion and nobody I don't think is getting mad about this or anything. And I don't want to take it there, please. But like the whole green thing and like electric everything, like, is it really cleaner when you have to like mine for the, what is it, the cobalt or whatever to make the batteries, you know? Like, I don't know. As long as it has power outlets to run it to the house. That would be funny, Dan, actually. Do you know, like, all this, even like recycling, it's not as recycling as you think. Like when you, most of the plastic you recycle at your home, and we do single stream recycling, we recycle as much as possible here. Most of that ends up in the trash anyway. So, yeah, no. Electric cars trapped in a snowstorm, right? Yeah. Burn. Oh, Sweden. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
It, you know.
Lithium mines. There you go. Yep. Lithium mines are nasty. Kimmy, hello. Welcome in. You live in the Arizona desert. I gotcha. And we're having quite a discussion right now, but like, is it really cleaner? That's my whole thing. You know? That's just my thought. I don't know.
And then throw in another reliability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's upper and lower limits on wind in order to actually use windmills.
Yeah.
So you have to have a minimum amount of airflow, and but then if you have too much, you got to put the brakes on them because
they'll have you seen those where they burn down?
Mm-hmm.
Those videos are crazy. Trooper Dave, yes, we really have a can of worms open right now, and I appreciate you guys for being respectful, not just being like, John, you're an idiot, you know? Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I will say I have seen applications, as far as the solar.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of the solar farms either. Right.
No.
Well, actually, I'm not. I'll
Yeah.
just be honest. However, I've seen an application to where it was like, this is perfect. This makes sense.
Yeah. Ocean
Parking
wave
lot.
power. That's the one. I was gonna get to that, Sarge. It's in the back of my mind right now.
Yeah, basically what they had in this parking lot, it looked like carports, just
Yeah.
a really long carport, and on
Yep.
top of all of it was solar panels. So you could park the cars in, it kept them out of the sun, the rain, the whatevers.
Yep.
And
Because here's my thing, how farms work. Their part of their land was actually like they had an offer to sell land to a solar farm, right?
mm-hmm.
And of course they went no.
Don't think so.
And basically their thing was like, and Ryan, I believe Ryan actually said this in a video, and he's like, why doesn't Walmart cover every parking lot in solar panels? People going to Walmart would enjoy the shade in the parking lot because your car wouldn't be 1,000 degrees when you walk back out to it with
Or
your,
if it's raining, you don't
with
have
your
to walk.
tub of ice cream,
Yeah.
It would be nice. But B, that's where we need the power. We don't need the power out in this farmland where they're going to, like in How Farms Work case, they're going to have to build transmission lines, taking more farmland away, more expense. It's like, why not put it where we need it?
I mean, could they cover the whole entire parking lot? No, they couldn't, because, well, you're going to have delivery trucks and stuff like that. They're going to be taller than what you want to build these things. But
exactly. But that, to me, that, I would be okay with putting solar panels on like our sheds at the farm. Why not? Solar to me, I mean, I know it has issues like being efficient, like going forward, because I think like, isn't it something like every year, like the actual panel itself loses efficiency or something? I'm pretty sure there's something about that, but I could be wrong. But I seen
they are very susceptible to damage. So.
Wind turbines installed next to highways, and the cars driving down the highway, they produce wind turbulence. I have not seen those. That's pretty interesting, though. Yeah. Wow. Squarely Dan saying on the base he's on, pretty much every house has solar. That's awesome. And actually, in my town, most of the areas in my town, they don't allow you to put solar because it's an eyesore. Like, really? Really? Bunch of hospitals, but how clean is making solar panels too? Yeah. You got to take that into consideration too. So you can't. How many Walmarts are in the major cities? A lot. I mean, not like downtown St. Louis, but not feeding the house to go back to the grid. I got you, Dan. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places that you could definitely put solar and not have to remove farmland. That's kind of the point that I'm getting at, There's a lot of places that solar could be placed that wouldn't get rid of acres and acres and acres of farmland, That's my thing. It kind of would make sense too. $1 million. Holy cow. 2 layers, 20. Oh, wow. Hasn't been used in years. Dang. That's unfortunate. Actually, big news here in St. Louis. I don't know about other places. We have a company here called Centene. It's an insurance company. Big company. And they announced the other day that they're like buying out a whole bunch of their leases on office space. Because guess what? It's 21st century. We don't need big office buildings anymore. Oh, that's weird. It's like, we just don't need giant office buildings anymore, chat, Like, crazy. Oh yeah, I mean, and I'm just saying Walmart, but think of Sam's Club, think of Costco, think of Target, think of grocery stores, think of a shop. Well, shopping malls are kind of dead, but you know, shopping malls. You know,
Hmm.
just saying. They're building. Yeah, okay, in PA. I gotcha. I just hate to see it land. Like I know even where I live, yes, at one time it was a farm, but like I hate to see land disappear because ultimately at the end of the day, we're not making more land.
Yeah.
You know, and land to disappear to just we gotta feed ourselves, you know. Right?
Yeah, as far as the land being used up and all that, what really bothers me is when it is productive,
Yeah.
highly productive grain.
Yeah. Plugger, I do agree with you. Yeah. The environmental side of it almost like just wipes it out, right? You know, like everyone can work from home. Yeah. I actually saw a story yesterday where cruise lines are now targeting people that do remote work, as in like, hey, come live on our cruise ship for 6 months or a year or longer, for like 80 something dollars a day. I think it was like $88 a day for 2 people. And they'll throw in internet and stuff so you can, you know, do your remote work from a cruise ship. And I'm like, dude, that would be pretty freaking lit. You know, of course that's not for everybody, but that'd be kind of cool. You know? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the whole Centene thing. Yeah, it just makes sense. Get rid of those buildings. Quit paying for them. You don't need them. You know? All building. Yeah. Yeah. IKEA has solar arrays, do they? Only if their meatballs tasted good, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly, Plugger. Where are we going to get food when there's no farmland left? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You worked for Expedia, where it was... Sounds like the cruise lines are desperate. Yeah. After COVID? Oh, yeah. The cruise lines are desperate. Yeah. Absolutely. Holy cow, Blue Note. Dang, Blue Note. That's a crazy change, but yeah. I don't even have this. Oh, every truck has town once. Yep. Yeah, you just don't need like the big office anymore. You know? 3D hydro farms. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna start streaming from a ship. Could you imagine that? You guys hear the, you know, the ship horn in the background? What's that? I don't know, chat. That could be part of it, Sand. I could see that as an argument, but I don't like that argument. You know, saying that, oh, you don't need as much farmland because of genetics. I could see that some people arguing that. Yeah.
You can make that argument, but I will turn around and say, okay, show me that the population's declining.
Exactly. There's more mouths to feed. You know? Got a bad fuel line, Frank. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Port of Miami. Yeah, they wouldn't let them, dock up to the United States for a long time, the cruise industry. I've been watching TikTok, and of course, I watch a lot of TikTok, but there's somebody that I kind of watch that's been on like 2 cruises in the last like month. And I mean, it sounds like a great time. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to go on a cruise. I think like an Alaskan cruise would be way cool, you know? But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, all the food you could like, the food is there and the drinks are there. You're just having a great time. Like, I think it'd be fun, personally, you know? But being able to like, in theory, being able to like stream from a cruise ship, how cool would that be? Be awesome. I'd set up like the balcony behind me so y'all could like see the ocean. That'd be wicked, wouldn't it, chat? You'd have to have quite a like mobile rig though. Obviously what I have now would not be very mobile to like put on, you know, obviously. But you know, there's really powerful laptops out there, right?
Oh yeah.
Or you get some big like Pelican cases and custom foam cut for like a mixer and microphone and like all that stuff. It could be a thing. It's not gonna be, at least for me, but you know, you never know, chat. Oh goodness. Yeah. You have to pay. Oh, I got you. I think they might be like, I could see cruise ships using like Starlink soon, you know? Just saying. Alaska, Europe, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of ships down in the Caribbean. Yeah. Yeah. If the cruise. This stream is sponsored in part by Royal Caribbean. JK chat. I don't have any sponsors. I don't want any. I mean, I do, but like, you know. Hawaiian Airlines is the first to use Starlink. Nice. Very nice. But that would be the problem, you know, you need really, really good internet, you know. Princess Cruise, I gotcha. This stream is sponsored in part by Princess. No. It's not a thing, chat. There's not a hashtag ad after my stream title. I don't have any sponsors. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything, nor do I want to be selling you guys anything. You know? I'm just here to have fun. I don't need to sell you guys anything. That's the way I like to look at it. I'm not a certain other channel that tries to sell you guys everything under the sun to try to make $1. That's not me, chat. You still have the key cards? Nice. Very nice. Yes, this guidance mod is called guidance steering, also known as GPS. It's got the picture for it says GPS, like the thumbnail basically. It says GPS. It's under the gameplay section. It is a PC exclusive mod though. I will tell you that it is PC exclusive, but it is on the mod hub. Yes. You're still waiting for a Puma Plow waffle maker. You're gonna be waiting a while, Gigantic. Just saying. Switch. Right, Sweden. There's actually a company in Sweden, and I'm kind of intrigued by this because it seems interesting. And it kind of seems like a duh. Why is this not our thing already? But they're doing what would you call it? Like diesel electric hybrid, basically a train. What would you call that? Like a train, how it runs a diesel engine to run electric. There's a company called Edison Motors, and I watch them on TikTok, and they're doing that right now. They're still building their prototype truck, but it's like, that's kind of interesting, you know?
Yeah, because the way trains operate nowadays, it's a big diesel generator. Yeah. All electric drives, and it is more efficient.
Yeah, because your diesel doesn't have to be, you know, cranked up the whole time. Or it running like full RPMs, you know?
Yeah, it's going to run where it needs
to, yeah. There's an X9 in the glitch or in the shop right now, Dan. PC, definitely going to grab it. All right, if you have any questions about how to set it up and how to make it work and stuff, feel free to come back to this stream. Even when I'm not playing Farm Sim, I will definitely answer questions about anything Farm Sim related, of course, but pretty much anything in general, honestly. I thrive. I like to think that I'm one of those streamers, and there's not a lot of us in the Farm Sim world, to be honest. You guys know, you've been around. That will answer questions like we do here at Puma Plow. Just throwing it out there. Canadian. Oh my. The train drove down the street and powered the town when, oh my God. What? Yeah, I think it's Edison Motors, and that's interesting to me. It's like, why is that not a thing already? You know, like the technology's been there in the train world forever.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing that forever.
One hurdle that they could be fighting with now, trains.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of weight those things are moving.
True. A lot.
So you're dealing with, you know, a little bit different dynamic.
Sure. Yeah.
And not to pick on this brand of car or anything, but it's just because I know for a fact that this was a hybrid car. It was a Toyota Prius.
Mm-hmm.
The guy I worked with had one, and it was a hybrid model.
Yeah.
Got great gas mileage.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Really did. But here's the amazing thing.
Mm-hmm.
You could have gone with the conventional gas engine, low 4-cylinder, and got exactly the same gas mileage. Because of the weight of the battery bank that was in it and all of the additional stuff on the hybrid side, really didn't gain anything.
That's funny. You ever had to jump a Prius? I have. The battery died on the Prius. And we had to jump it. It was the neighbor's daughter. She had one, and she's like, guys, something's wrong with my Prius. And we're like, what? She's like, I think my battery's dead. And we're like, we're not touching that. So like the next day she came over and she's like, well, I called my dealer and the dealer told me how to jump it. So we're just like, okay. So we jumped a Prius. You set. Sandcamp, Sandcamp, real questions. You jumped one with a diesel truck? That's great. You have a Prius, batteries in the truck. What? There you go. What did we use? It was probably a gas truck. Dad's truck that he had at the time. I think it was the old Chevy that Dad used to have. You had to hook a generator up to a Tesla. Nice. I'm not answering Sam's question, Bert. Not a real question. Not a real question. He's just being a troll. Oh, the trunk. The trunk. Okay. There was a battery terminal underneath the hood is what we went to. There was a battery terminal, like a red thing under the hood, and then just grounded somewhere. And that's what the dealer told this lady to do. So that's what we did, because we didn't have a clue. So you have to watch the electric cars. Absolutely. Yeah, you get fried. Yeah, no, definitely. For firefighters and stuff, if they have to cut the cars, absolutely. Yeah, you get zapped. I know you're trolling, Sand. I know, buddy. All good, dude. All good, my dude. Well aware you're a troll. Well aware by now that you're a troll, okay? Alright. Go this way. Oh wow, you had to actually go on a course for that. Yeah, it makes sense though. This is a very specially modified Fendt tractor. It was a 1050. It is now not a 1050. It has 1200 horsepower. But it pulls this thing up hills and stuff, which is why I have it. Wait, this tractor's on Papa Smurf's website, I believe. I think. Plugger could clarify that. What, a book? What? Oh, if they catch on fire, yeah. Absolutely. A boot. Okay. Never heard a trunk called a boot. Okay, so guys, if you Google Papa Smurf mods, Farm Sim 22, Or if we have somebody like a VIP or a mod wants to post a link to it, I'm cool with that. I need to have Carson make a command for the bot for that. I just have, you know what? I talked to Carson last night for like an hour or two. Totally forgot about it, chat. But yeah, Pop Smurf modding, it's here. This tractor is made by Plugger, and it's on Papa's website. No, Bert. I actually talked to, I talked to Carson Tuesday night, but we talked about some like serious stuff that's kind of going on around him with a person. It's whatever. Some stuff, right? And then I had to run off because I talked to somebody else for a while. I did the old thing where it's like, hey, Carson, how's it going? Let's like talk. And then 5 minutes later, I was like, hey, Carson, I gotta go do something else now. He wasn't too happy with me, but I don't really care. And then, I mean, I care, but you know. And then last night we just talked about like random stuff for like 2 hours. You know, he snaps me and he's like, hey, old man, you around your PC? Sitting here watching King of the Hill. Well, left's here. I left. Thanks for the biddies. Appreciate them. Sitting here watching King of the Hill, trying to enjoy my night off, and you know, he's harassing me on Snapchat. What else is new, right, chat? So it's all good. I don't mind, but I totally forgot to talk to him about the command that I wanted to get made up. But it's all good. We'll get it. We will get it. Isn't that every day? What, that I was trying to, like, oh, that I get harassed by Carson? Yes, every day. Yeah. Command for merch, exclamation point merch. Bumblebee. Exclamation point merch. There it is in the chat right now. There's our merch link, by the way. Super thrilled with everybody. I hope you guys really enjoy the stuff when you get it. I want to see pictures. If you guys want to, post them, you know, in the general channel in Discord or DM them to me, whatever you want to do. I want to see you guys rocking the stuff, you know. I think it'd be really cool. I'm really, I was overwhelmed, honestly, a little bit with like the merch drop on Saturday and how you guys went a little crazy. So appreciate that, chat. Blogger, thank you so much for pulling the link there in the chat, guys. So click that link for the tractor, guys. Thank you, Plugger. Appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, we'll get a command made up for Papa's website here soon. I don't mind supporting Papa. Papa's a good guy. Just saying. Squirrely Dan, you've been posting pics in the open server channel. Squirrely Dan's like, I don't know how this Discord thing works, but I'm just gonna post in it. Nice, Dan. Very nice, Dan. He tried to plant corn in Illinois, got rained out. Yeah, we're never gonna get to plant this year. I mean, not so much me because I don't plant corn IRL, but it is crazy this year, isn't it? What is the best cash crop in this sim? Chat, we have an answer. Yeah, Dan, you're not wrong. Chat, we have an emote for what's, or we don't have an emote. You all know the emote for what's the best, there you go. What is the biggest waste of time? Potatoes. The emote though is a Ghost in the Sim emote, of course, everybody knows. Good money in beans. Soybeans are very, very, very profitable. They're easy to plant and harvest. So to me, they make more sense to, like, for money. Sugar beets are technically the most profitable crop in the game, I believe. But they're kind of annoying because you got to have special equipment and stuff as well, you know? But yeah, what do we all have for merch? We got some t-shirts and hats, mugs, stickers. This mug right here is probably the #1 selling item. Stop talking. It's the stop talking emote turned into a mug. There's also a sticker of that. The hat I am wearing currently is also part of the merch. There's some stocking caps, hoodies, desk mat, mouse pad. There's actually a blanket with my logo on it. Yeah. Yeah. Potatoes just, they take so long. Especially to plant. The planters for potatoes are tiny. Of course, if you had a mod, it wouldn't be better, but yeah. Why would you do that, Gigantic? That sounds terrible. Give me AC at least. Come on now. A lot of fields. It's going to be a late one, yeah. Grass/silage is very cheap and very profitable, yes. Making silage bales is very lucrative. Yeah, very, very lucrative for financially. Yeah, it's great. A small AC. Darn. Bert, we will catch you later, buddy. Have a great night. Well, there we go, chat. Somebody found it.
TM just bought tank top logo and 2 other items.
TM, whoever you are, you can claim it in the chat, or if you don't want to, that's fine. I do appreciate you ordering some merch. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, right, Bert? Sarge, where you want to plant?
I was going to start over here,
Okay.
considering you're doing a second lap.
Yeah, I am. You're right. Yes, I am. Bumblebee, thank you so much for ordering some merch. I hope you enjoy it, and you should get it. It's kind of a little bit slow on the shipping, and the only reason that is a thing is because it's made to order. Is so they don't make it until you order it. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy it. I will say I haven't purchased any of the shirts or the hoodies or any of that stuff, but the hats are super good quality. I really like the hat I'm wearing. I actually have the black on black snapback logo hat too. I have that one right here. It's pretty nice too. Not gonna lie, it's really good. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoy it. I do. I really do. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll finish my second lap, Sarge, and I'll hit the other side. I see you already did around the birdhouse. No problem. No problem. You know, I don't really feel like I make great content. You know, I'm just here. What makes it great content to me is having a chat that is active, and we can have silly conversations about solar panels, and nobody gets mad at each other. You know, we're not mad. We're just chilling and hanging out and having a good conversation. To me, that's what makes it great here, is you guys being here day in and day out, hanging out, hopefully enjoying your time here. You know, anything on the back of t-shirts or hoodies? No, not that I'm aware of. No, there's not. No, I don't know if that's an option through them. Not gonna lie. And plus, if it is, it would be like really expensive. Anything we've had done in the past where we look at doing something on the back, it adds like that. Just putting something on the back adds like $5. And it's like, why? So it's kind of crazy, to be honest. What is the most profitable wheat production? What? Solar roads? Yes, I have heard about that too. Solar roads, that would be... The thing about solar roads that I remember hearing about that would be really, really cool if you're up north a little bit would be the fact that they could actually melt snow and melt ice. That would be worth it alone, right? Like... Oh, Yeah, we don't. No, you don't. There's no damage like that. You do have like engine damage in this game. So like this tractor's full, or you have damage on your equipment, but it like I can go jump off a cliff and it's not going to hurt anything. Like it's not that kind of sim with like that kind of damage in this game. Unfortunately, it'd be kind of cool if we had like collision damage. Yes. Although sometimes on a server we would have all of our equipment broken because sometimes we have fun. Yeah. Yeah. That would be interesting though. I don't know how like all that would work out, but the ideas are cool, you know? That's for sure. Laura Barber, that is very kind of you. Have you checked out Ghost in the Sim, Laura Barber? Have you ever checked out Ghost? If you haven't, I would recommend, because if you like the vibes here and with Mr. Matt, it's kind of... Why did that not come up as a link? Why did that not work? That did not work at all. I don't know why that didn't work. I think people gave up on Solar Roads. That could be. But if you like the chill vibes here, I would definitely check out Ghost as well. Just saying. Snowrunner. What? No. I'll like make those a game. That would be interesting. Does this work? Okay, apparently those don't work anymore. Okay. Alright. Just wanted to check. Apparently those don't work, chat, so I don't know what's wrong with that command, why it's not working, but yeah. Y'all should definitely check out Matt and definitely check out Ghost. So there are 2 channels on Twitch that I actually do support. I don't really publicly talk about supporting channels a lot, to be honest, because we are family friendly here, and we're kind of different, you know. I'm not about like the money. The important thing to me about this whole streaming thing is the fact that you guys spend so much time here. To me, your time is way more valuable than your all's, you know, wallets. And I try to only really talk about streamers that have that same mentality, because I don't want to send you somewhere and then you guys are like, wow, that guy's a real jerk. He's just, all he cares about is money. And unfortunately, there's a lot, even in the farm sim world, there's a lot of farm simmers that are that way, and it really sucks. You know, it's unfortunate, because to me, your all's time is so much more valuable than your wallet, you know? Yeah, Sean, I don't know what's going on there. Like, you guys will never see a sub goal on my stream, you know? There you go, Sean. Thank you, buddy. You know, you'll never see a dono goal unless it's for charity, because we do charitable stuff quite often, you know.
Ambushman cheered X100 doggy bits.
Thanks for the 100 doggy ambush mom. Thank you. Birds of a feather. Yes. Appreciate the biddies. What's up? The sky, the green of my hat. The sky for now, it hasn't fallen yet. Well, I think it might be raining out there. Which is why yesterday, chat, the grass at the farm didn't really need it, but I cut it anyway. I'm like, I'm getting ahead of the grass for Sunday. I lowered the deck an extra little bit, a little quarter-inch lower, you know? And I went at it again. Lord Barber, thank you. I mean, it's... Here's the way that I look at it, you know? Obviously, money is important. Money does make the world go round. Money keeps a roof over my head. Money keeps the lights on here at Puma Plow HQ. Money keeps the internet on here, you know? Money keeps food in my mouth. You know, I gotta buy my Baja Blast somehow. But at the end of the day, having more or less money doesn't really make me happy or whatever, you know? Like, having you guys to hang out with makes me happier than, you know, y'all donating bits and stuff or going crazy with that. And if we can do something, if I can do something with my platform and help other people, why not? You know, we raised $5,000 for the Red Cross in like a week. You know, my streams and community are the pinnacle of what one should see on Twitch. That means a lot. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Is it worth collecting straw for sales? If you're baling, because you can haul, well, depending on the mods you have for hauling bales, yes. We usually do bale straw and sell it, yes. Yeah. Same cutting direction or cross? Oh, no, cross, definitely. So Sunday I cut the grass at the farm twice because it was really heavy and it had rained that morning, but it was one of those things I kind of had to get it done, you know? So I did the double 45s on Sunday. And then yesterday I just did, we'll call it like a straight up and down, like a 90 straight up and down, we'll call it. It actually was going like north south. So I always try to change directions when I'm mowing. Yeah. We did Squirrely Dan. We raised like $2,000 in 5 minutes for No Kid Hungry. Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me started on that. You need rain, do you? We've been getting so much here. It's crazy. It's crazy how much we've been getting here. It really is. But you know, here's the whole thing. Like, chat, you know, I feel like my parents did a pretty good job of the whole like do unto other thing, you know, teaching me that growing up. And you know, I look at you all as like my friends, you know, and I'm not gonna just go to my friends and be like, money please, you know, for the most part, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna do that to my friends, so I'm not gonna do that to you guys. You know, if people want to support the stream and stuff, that's great. I honestly do genuinely appreciate it. And, you know, it's a necessary part of life, you know, to have it. But at the same time, you're not going to see a sub bill from me. You're not going to see me doing a subathon. You know, you're just not going to see those things that streamers do to try to make extra. My chat supports me more than I could ever ask for, you know, like, yeah, the support that I get from you guys is great, you know, and it's more than about the money, you know. So you guys here every day chatting and hanging out, that's worth it, you know. And you know, over the years you guys have really helped me through some situations. A lot of people have reached out to me over the years and said like, hey, if it weren't for your videos or your streams, like I wouldn't be here. Like people have actually said that to me. And I don't know if I'll quite say that much, but like a lot of you know what I've been through in the past 3 years, and it has helped so much streaming. I started streaming during the days because I was sitting at home kind of going crazy after, you know, my mom passed away. And like the streaming, it takes my mind off of that stuff, you know, and it helps me just as much as it helps some of y'all. Like it's crazy. Definitely a two-way street is what I'm trying to say here, you know? Definitely a two-way street. So yeah. Need it to stop raining so you can get in the field. Yeah. Yeah, give you a little break to get some field work done, get some planting done, right? Sarge, go ahead and come down your pass. It's going to be more than I can handle, but I'll go up north and then come down with you here.
I was about to ask.
Yep. I got turbo speed, so I'll just head up real fast. And I mean fast. I'm zooming. 62 miles per hour. Look at me go. I can't slow down to turn, but I can drive really fast across the field. Oh goodness, this tractor's insane. This tractor's crazy. So yeah. Oh, and here's the thing. I try not to treat people different if they can donate bits or not. People have actually told me they've been in streams where the streamer literally said, if you can't sub, you need to leave. That makes me like, that makes me like, makes my heart hurt, you know? Like, truck just hit 335,000. Holy cow, that's a lot of miles, Sam. Wow. Wow. You're currently going through. I'm sorry you're going through it, man. Hope we can put a smile on your face once in a while, you know? Yeah, we drifting with a tractor. Absolutely. This tractor is straight out of Tokyo.
Yeah, I think that if I was watching the stream and somebody said that, I might actually say something that would cause my record to be tarnished.
I'm pretty sure I would report that streamer for like hate speech. To be honest, I really think I would report that streamer. You know. So this is a heavily modded tractor. Has about 1,200 horsepower and it goes 65 miles an hour. Heavily modded tractor, guys. Okay. Very custom here, we'll say. Sarge, do we want to buy some land?
If we do, where would we go?
Well, we need to keep. Oh, that's gonna be expensive. I was thinking doing like the 3, 4, 5, 6 field. Run a plow up there and plow them, but that one field alone's $1 million.
Wow.
Because it comes with a bunch of wooded land. So that's probably out of the question for right now.
Plus, we got to try to get our cows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to keep about $1 million for cows. Or actually, we could buy the cows right now and then spend some money on land. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, we can start working that.
No, just do that. Tim,
the thing is have we figured out exactly where we're putting cows? Because I've only found enough room for one thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know if we were trying to put more than one in. Or...
I kind of would like to have 2 because one, if we're trying to use like manure and stuff, one's not going to cut it. You know? Like 2 would be a pretty good amount of manure, but 1 is just not going to do it. Yeah. Have we given up the manure or not the manure project, the tree project? Probably. That field up there.
Dan, thanks. I appreciate that.
This is going to cost like 20 million, 30 million. I don't know that we would have enough money on this map and still want to play this map to finish that project. We may add money when we're done just to say, hey, we did it, but probably not. Are we going to put in 1 cow or multiple cows, Sarge? That's a good question. Or like where?
Yeah, especially if we wanted to, get into using the
manure,
natural fertilizer.
Yeah. Stop tear. Put it in reverse tear.
We got enough ground to where we could use more than 1. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. No, we could definitely use like 2 or 3. I'm honestly looking up north maybe right now. I'm just kind of scouting around within like the landscape mode or build mode. Because I don't know about some of these patches of land that are really small. Like I wouldn't mind. I don't want to take our big fields and use them for cows. I think that's a waste of land.
Yeah.
But something maybe like field 2, but that's not that big and it's hilly. Problem is north on this map is just all hills. And there's really, I mean, you could probably flatten it out, but like why? That's going to cost a lot of money. Just seeing if there's any area that would actually make sense up here to do this. Problem is you got to have flat land to build. We'll just kind of scout around a little bit. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah, there's really nowhere up here that I would consider actually putting them in. Plus all of our stuff's down on that bin down south and our hay's down there. So we need to kind of find somewhere around. We know where we can put 1. There's definitely a place for 1. We may end up just having to take that whole field, Sarge. Because remember, the pasture can be on a hill. The building needs to be level. The pasture can be on a hill, though. So maybe we put 1 up on top of the hill, closer to the bin, and then we put 1 at the bottom of the hill. What do you think about that, Sarge?
Up there where the
in field 27. You just got stuck behind 3, New Holland T9. Holy cow, Sam. Nice, man. Cows, we want the big shed. So, like, we could definitely plop one up here, right west of the bin. You know? And we could definitely put one down there. Stan, the money, dude, the money. Hey,
grapes.
$10 million to do that, Stan. And I
Put in
can't.
2 or
Can't justify it. Actually, Sarge, we hadn't looked at putting them in this way, have we? I know we don't want to try to not take as much field as possible. But I think we're going to end up taking field. And really on this field, does it matter if we lose the field?
Not really, because from what we've seen,
The environmental
the
score.
homestead really didn't end up affecting our overall.
No. It's going to hurt it, but it won't be that bad. So I'm landscaping already. Do you want to find the brucks and take out this one lonely tree? There's one more tree here that could just, like, vaporize.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, so that's what we're going to do, chat. We're going to put down 2. We may end up with 3 here. Honestly. I wouldn't mind 3. We've only actually had 2 in the past. On Elm. Elm Creek was our last map we played, chat. What a good map, too, by the way, chat. It is going to hurt our environmental score, yes. So actually, if we leave a part of this field that we plant, it might not affect us too much. So the problem with these buildings, chat, is you really need access on 3 sides of these buildings. You need to be able to drive completely through with a trailer for straw. You need to be able to back into the little building here on the front. And then you need to be able to get to this right side is where you get your slurry out of. Plus, we have to have a pit here. I didn't even think about that. Dang it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have our...
Should I
it just has to be within a certain distance.
Should I just level this field and then we just make a wall over here and a wall down to the river and just push this field straight out from the bin, Sarge? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, we do what we got to do.
It's gonna cost money, but...
And I'm on my way with a chipper, so I'll take out whatever needs to be taken out.
Are we landscaping with spaceship or bulldozer?
Whatever works in your imagination.
I've never thought about landscaping with a spaceship, but that's kind of what it is, yeah. Oh, that's too funny. Yo, we got that spaceship landscaping. Now, the only problem with doing this is the money is going to really suck.
Okay, but, I'm here. What needs to go away?
There's one tree down by the river. Just take out if you want. I don't know if it's going to need any tree you can. How about that, Sarge? Just take them all. Don't mind the mountain that I'm building over here, okay? Yeah, that's going to be the one problem with doing this is the money, but I think it'll be worth it when we get this done. Just saying. Some nice flat ground here. So, well, we might have to put a fence up along this road. That's okay. It's alright. It'll buff out, right? And we can always take that $3 million loan out again if we want. Plus, we know with one round of soybeans that will be a couple $1 million probably, so that's good as well. Yeah, the leveling and stuff, it's Boucher gave John the credit card. Uh-oh. Yeah, true. Where's the cat D9 to push the dirt? There is a terraform mod where you can actually like do this with like equipment. That is a thing. We'll probably mess with it in the future. I don't know that this map is like ready for that mod per se, but it'll probably be something we'll mess with in the future. Oh, I'm trapping Squirrely Dan in there. So I'm gonna go as far as I can, like towards the river here. Oh, Dan, what'd you do? Okay, you reset his wagon. Oh, yeah. So we'll have to take some loan. We just won't be able to buy land today, that's all, but we'll get these cows set up. We'll get them fed. We may end up with 3 buildings in here, as much land as this is going to end up being. So that'll be good. We just might need a fence at the edge of it because you're not going to be able to drive on it. Actually, speaking of credit cards, not credit, but like, I got a new debit card the other day, Sean. That time where it had expired. So now I guess I got to go change everything that's like set up to auto use that. I guess. Not really looking forward to that, but I'll get it done. Is this all flat, Dan? All looks pretty good. It's hard to tell though, in this mode, it's hard to tell. What's all this landscape before? Sean, the cows. Oh, Dan said BRB. Oh. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, no, we definitely got this, go. Wish I could go a little farther towards the river, but it's not gonna let me. All right, so cows. So Sarge, what if we put one right up here? We have good access on both sides here. We can still drive and stuff, right? $722. It's gonna do a little landscaping, but it won't be bad. Okay, we'll fix that around it. A little
that
bit.
tree can stay.
Got a little bit of a hill out in front. I didn't count for that, but that's not bad. Smooth that down pretty fast. Okay, Sarge, come up to that bin. Drive around up here, see what you think of this placement. This one. If you don't mind. I'll end up painting that like a rock chat at some point. Kind of make it look naturally. Or something. We'll do a bunch of painting up here as well, chat, eventually. Right now, I'm not worried about it, but we'll do a bunch of graveling. Gravel the whole yard. All right, what do we think about that one, Sarge? Might as well, Jim. That work? Right, Sean. Oh, Sean, really? Yeah, we'll load the cow loading up here in a minute. Is that gonna work? You think?
Yeah, I think this will work.
Okay, and then what if we take another one?
5 more.
Huh?
Nothing.
How many more?
I said 5.
I mean, okay. Don't threaten me with a good time. What I'm thinking is we do doubles here, but turn them the other way, Sarge, behind it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, where do we go with our like manure and stuff? Do we put it on that far end then, and will it work, you think?
Maybe.
You don't have stream up, do you?
I do not
Okay.
at the moment. I mean, I could here.
Basically, I'm sideways right behind this first one. Sideways, though.
Mm-hmm.
With the pasture towards the river. And there might be room to spin it and put another one over to the left. Or we put the pits directly to the left and put another one, like, farther to the west. I think we do that. I think this will work. Right, chat? Put this one right here. Like that. And then we either... No, there's not going to be room to spin it. Okay, no, that's not going to work. Plus, we're poor. We don't have enough money. That won't work. But we can put it down here, and then we'll have room in this area for our manure and stuff, Sarge.
Okay.
I'm talking like you can see it. You can't?
No, good.
Can you go take some loan out? Like, a lot?
Yeah, I can. What I was doing is
poor.
I was looking here, and about the most information I can give you, and this is in the help folder.
Yeah.
And it ain't much.
I'll grab loan. Yeah.
Adding straw bedding to cow pig enclosure creates manure for the farm. A separate manure heap needs to be placed next to the barn via the build menu.
Yeah, next to, but it doesn't say how far.
Right.
So I don't know if there's a certain radius or not.
So,
Good thing I paid this loan back earlier, huh?
Oh, you're grabbing it.
Yeah, let's
okay.
go for about 2 mil. Be good. Should have just kept the loan out earlier.
Actually, hello. Get out of the help and use things here.
Thanks to a glitch, you have 27 million. What? Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, chat. We had to haul a lot of dirt. Can you imagine? Shot, I'll take my break here in just a minute, buddy. But you're right. Hey, it's a Carson. Hi, Carson. Okay. So I'm thinking we put this one here and then, okay. Yeah. So we can always haul the manure too. I'd rather not have to, but we always could, right?
Could. Here. If
All right, I'm thinking right there. Should give us enough room to get in and out of this end without falling off the hill. Obviously, tons of room back here. We could put a shed up back here if we wanted to. I don't know that we need to, but we could put an easy shed back here if we wanted to. And for cow equipment. Definitely do that, or slurry reasons. Slurry equipment can all come up here. Played at 12. Nice, Carson. Congrats. Yeah, that's the other thing here. What are those under silos? So don't we need this one first, and then we can put the big one in for our expansion? I believe is what it is, right? I believe. Put that kind of like here's what I'm thinking. Hopefully this works. What do you think of that, Sarge?
well, looking good.
I'm just worried about like being too far away.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out quick.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about like the manure heaps is A, we can have multiples of these, but B, you don't actually have to get into them with tractors or anything. I'm thinking we put that there. Still plenty of room, and if we need to put another one in, we can always put another one back here as well for the solid. It'd be nice if it would tell you like, hey, that's in range, that's not in range. It had like a symbol or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, we don't get that. Okay, so that holds 4 million. That holds 500,000. So we probably need the big slurry tank, right? Or an expansion tank. And I believe
Wait.
that just works with the other one, right?
Possible.
Yeah, we'll just plop it in over here. Because you got to have the little one to actually use it, but the big one is just storage. That all make sense? I think we're pretty set up. Chat, what do y'all think? Chat? Chat? What do y'all think? Any thoughts? Try placing it across the map. It doesn't matter. Or wait. It does matter. Okay. Huh. So it tells you, but it doesn't like tell you. That makes sense? Oh, the manure heap doesn't matter though. It can go anywhere. Okay. Might as well jump. Alright, chat. You think we have room? I don't think we have room for more cow barns, no. Looks good. What does each building hold? What does it hold? I don't actually know. 80 per building. We'll have 3 buildings. We'll load them up. But first, guys, it is my break time. I will be running in the house, and then we'll be oh, we need to scoop up silage, Sarge. That's what we need to do. We need to get silage moving up there. I forgot about that.
Yes, we will need to do that as well.
We'll have to get conveyor belts over there probably, or the TMR mixer to a conveyor belt maybe, or something. We'll do something, yeah. Or wait, we could use the mouse thing if we really wanted to. Right? That does silage if we really wanted to. That thing's pretty slow. Honestly, the regular conveyor belts are we really like using the TMR mixer. Use the TMR mixer to a like red auger and then put that into a truck that way.
Yeah, don't need to use the big one.
Yeah. Oh, that actually works.
Considering that thing doesn't fold up very well.
I bought an extra red conveyor, a red auger, Sarge.
Yeah.
To load the train, so we didn't have to use it either. So.
Yeah, I have done some looking. I could probably look a lot more.
Okay.
So
No, it's good. It'll work.
I can't find anything that says how far away or how close.
That's fine. We're good. We're good.
Ooh, hello.
The cow place looks good.
Low shed.
Yeah, exactly, JD. Sarge, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take 2. So.
Okay. Apparently we have a BMW. I don't know why Carson's doing that. Chat, I will be back momentarily. It is my 3 o'clock break, and I'm actually gonna run up there. I'll paint all the ground up there probably when I get back, because I want it to all look nice, you know. Just saying. You guys will keep the ball rolling. All right, thanks, guys. Squirrely Dan and other, appreciate you guys keeping it rolling. Hey, what's up? It's Johnny from Plow. Hey. Okay. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. That actually scared me. Carson.